Hey guys, it's me, Sonikashi, and I'll be reacting to the life of Madara Uchiha. So, I'll be doing this series of the life of the Naruto characters. So, maybe next time I'll do the life of Obito. So right now,
In collaboration with Narutopedia. If you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. Madara Uchiha was the legendary leader of the Uchiha clan. He founded Konohagakure alongside
he
his
has the
childhood
Sharingan
friend
like
and
me,
rival, Hashirama
but
Senju,
I'm
with the
the
intention of
one.
beginning an era of peace. When the two couldn't agree on how to achieve that peace, they fought for control of the village, a conflict which ended in Madara's death. Madara, however, rewrote his death and went into hiding to work on his own plans. Unable to complete it in his natural life, he entrusted his knowledge and plans to Obito Uchiha shortly before his actual
Like
death.
Zetsu and
Years
White
later,
Zetsu.
Madara would be revived,
The
only to
six
see his plans
paths.
foiled and ultimately and finally
This.
realizing the error of his ways and making amends
Oh,
with
Hashirama.
Hashirama before his final death. Welcome to
Well,
the
in
Amagi.
my
In
world,
today's video, we're
Hashirama,
going over the life of
not
Madara
Hashirama.
Uchiha. Before we begin, we
It
publish a new
is
video every day, so be sure to
someone
subscribe to our channel and ring the
I'll
bell
figure
to
out.
get notified about our latest video.
Never seen that guy, but
Madara was born
looks
during
cool.
the Warring States period and was the eldest of Tajima Uchiha's 5 sons.
Tajima.
Madara and his
Oh,
brothers
I know
grew up on the
Tajima.
battlefield, waging constant war with the Uchiha's rivals, the Senju. 3 of his brothers died young, leaving Madara with only his younger brother Izuna. Madara and Izuna became
That's
very
how we got
close
his
through their
Mangekyo
shared
Sharingan.
loss and constantly competed with each
Not
other to
Mangekyo
get
Sharingan.
stronger. This,
Eternal
combined with
Mangekyo
his
Sharingan.
naturally strong chakra, enabled the young Madara to defeat adult Senju in battle and develop a reputation as a genius. During his infrequent downtime, Madara met a boy
Are
his
you
own
as
age
strong as
named
Itachi though?
Hashirama. The two quickly developed a friendly rivalry, be it skipping stones or urinating in rivers. Like Madara, Hashirama was also a shinobi who had lost his brothers on the battlefield. Together, they imagined a world where children like
He's like me,
themselves
white
wouldn't need
hair.
to fight. As a
Just that
precaution,
his hair
Madara
is
and
white and
Hashirama
black.
did not divulge their family names, but nevertheless discovered each
You
other's
have a bowl
identities.
cut that's
Madara
very
was an
whack.
Uchiha.
You look
Hashirama
like
was a Senju.
Tails
It
Lee.
was their duty to
Well,
kill each other,
Rock Lee
even if
basically
they were
using
friends.
in your
Needing
universe.
to choose between his family and his dreams of peace, Madara chose to end his friendship with Hashirama so he would have no reservations over killing him in
What
the
a
future,
scumbag
a resolve
friend.
strong enough to awaken his Sharingan. Over the following years, Madara and Hashirama
Hey,
continued to
cool.
meet in combat. Madara could never defeat Hashirama, even after acquiring a Mangekyo Sharingan,
You
and
have a Mangekyo
Hashirama could
Sharingan, you
never
can't
bring
defeat
himself
a
to kill
regular
someone he
Senju.
still considered a friend, resulting in a constant stalemate between the two that lasted decades. In time, both Madara
Thank
and Hashirama became
goodness.
leaders of their respective clans, a position Hashirama
Tobirama,
tried to
the
use to
racist
broker
one.
peace between them. Although some Uchiha found the offer increasingly tempting, Madara refused due to Izuna's death at the hands of Hashirama's own brother, Tobirama.
You see, Tobirama,
Despite
you're
this,
just too
some
racist.
Uchiha defected over to the Senju clan out of self-preservation. Madara then used Izuna's eyes in order to gain eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and restore his deteriorating vision. With this new power, he waged one final assault against the Senju and was summarily defeated. Rather than kill Madara to bring the era of war to an end, Hashirama offered to kill himself if it would stop the fighting. Madara was moved by Hashirama's gesture and finally assented to peace. The Senju, the Uchiha, and all of their affiliated clans came together to found a village of peace where children would never need to die in battle. Madara and Hashirama rekindled their childhood friendship, and Madara called that village Konohagakure, seeing it through leaves. But Madara's idea of peace differed from Hashirama's. Where Hashirama envisioned cooperation with the other newly formed villages, Madara desired control so the peace never be lost, evidenced by his attacking of Iwagakure's Mu and Onoki so that they would submit to Konoha's authority. When Hashirama was elected as Hokage, Konoha's leader, Madara also became concerned for the Uchiha's future, believing this to be but the first step in the Senju's dominance. The stone tablet had been in the Uchiha's possession for generations and was brought with them when they settled in Konoha. Through careful study, Madara was able to decipher enough of it to learn of the history of shinobi, of the endless cycle of failed peace, and the destiny of battle between Uchiha and Senju, but also a means of unity for the world. With this knowledge, Madara decided Konoha was a failed experiment. He tried to convince his own clan and even Hashirama of the same conclusion, but none would hear him. Madara chose to abandon the village, returning with the nine-tailed demon fox under his control to challenge Hashirama. They fought to exhaustion and from the carnage of their battle, the Valley of the End was formed. In the end, Madara was killed by
In my
Hashirama.
universe, he's known as Fleetway Kuro
News of Madara's death spread fast, and his corpse
because
was
he's trapped
secretly
in.
hidden to keep anyone from finding it and profiting from it. But Madara had planned ahead. He
Well,
had
I don't
scheduled
care.
in Izanagi to activate sometime after his death, changing reality to bring him back to life in exchange for his right eye's vision. He left a copy in his place of his real body, and went into hiding with a special trophy from his fight with Hashirama, a mouthful of Hashirama's flesh that he transplanted into his wounds. It was not
This is
until
just gross.
decades
No.
later, towards the end of Madara's natural life, that the cells had any effect,
Now we are
awakening the
just like me.
Rinnegan. In the process of restoring
Well,
his right
people think
eye,
I'm Silver.
with the
No, I'm
Rinnegan, he
Sonic.
was able to summon the
And
demonic
Kakashi.
statue of
I
the Outer
am Silver
Path,
and
which he
Kakashi.
used to cultivate a mindless living
Silver
clone of
in
Hashirama,
the
from which he
mouth.
believed he had produced a white Zetsu army. Over the years, Madara had perfected his plans for peace in what he called the Eye of
Hey,
the Moon
Shabito.
plan. But
Yes.
as his years waned, Madara knew he couldn't complete his
You
plans in the
know,
time he
Madara.
had left. So he transplanted his
mean
Rinnegan into
Egbera?
a young Nagato without the
mean
boys
Egbera?
knowing, intending
Yeah.
Nagato to someday use the eyes to restore Madara
Yep,
to
he
life.
gave me my
If Nagato was to
Rinnegan.
do that, however, Madara would need an agent
Well,
to act on
he
his
gave you
behalf
his
and guide
Rinnegan.
Nagato towards this
basically.
ultimate goal.
Wait,
So
are you watching
Madara waited,
Naruto?
connecting himself to the
Yeah,
demonic statue to keep
that's
him
what I'm
alive
doing.
until someone could be found.
Wow, can I actually join
Madara
you?
spent this time keeping a
Okay,
close
fine,
eye on
if you
Konoha
wanna
to
do
find
that.
a suitable pawn to take his place. During the Third Shinobi War, Madara found a badly injured Obito Uchiha. Madara used Hashirama's cells to replace
This is
Obito's
very
damaged
interesting.
extremities and placed a forbidden individual curse tag in Obito's heart as a failsafe in case
I
Obito
wonder how he
turned
got
against
it.
him. Until
Same
then,
thing.
Madara began working
I'm
towards
kinda
corrupting
confused.
Obito. He had Kirigakure kidnap the girl Obito loved, Rin Nohara, and seal the details
So,
into her.
hey, that
He
looks
then
like me.
manipulated events so that Rin would
I
die
also
in the
wear a
hands of
mask, by the
Obito's
way.
friend, Kakashi, while
Even in
Obito
real life.
watched. Driven to
You wanna see my
despair,
face?
Obito offered his services
Not
to
today.
Madara. Madara
I took
divulged
off
to
my
Obito
mask,
the
that's why you can
history of
hear
the
me
Sage of
talk
the Six
perfectly.
Paths and the Ten Tails, the details of his Eye of the
Wow,
Moon plan, and various techniques that Obito would need moving forward. As a final act, he left behind
Egbera.
Black Zetsu, what he believed to be a manifestation of his will, to provide additional
Yo.
guidance to Obito in pursuit of this goal. With
Oh,
that,
okay.
Madara
I'm gonna have to
disconnected
go.
from the
I'm gonna
demonic
have to go.
statue, and with his dying breath,
Alright.
entrusted Obito with his name, Madara Uchiha.
Knew it. But
Toby,
anyways,
or Obito,
kinda
acting
interesting.
under Madara's name, moves into the final stages of the Eye of the Moon plan by
So he's
initiating
Obito,
a
he's
fourth
Toby,
Shinobi
and he's
War.
Madara.
Before the wars start,
Bruh.
Kabuto Yakushi approaches Toby to try and form an
That's
alliance.
his name,
When
Kabuto
Toby asks what will
Yakushi.
happen if he refuses, Kabuto resurrects Madara to show he knows that Toby is not the true Madara and forces him to accept. Toby reluctantly agrees, and Kabuto desummons Madara.
What up?
The Fourth Shinobi World War climax.
Yep, I did not say.
During the Fourth Shinobi World War, Kabuto decides to use Madara against the
Why?
Allied Shinobi forces
Why?
and uses Mu as a medium to summon him to the battlefield. When he
There's a
first
car.
becomes aware of his surroundings, Madara
Okay.
believes he has been brought back by Nagato's outer path, Samsara of heavenly life technique, but soon
Okay.
realizes that he instead has been brought back with the impure world reincarnation. Kabuto speaks through Mu, introduces himself,
Okay.
and explains recent developments in the world and Toby's current actions.
Okay.
After Kabuto points out that he has restored Madara to a state beyond his prime, Madara
Yeah, I
tests
don't
his
care,
body
he's
by
fine.
tearing through the 4th Division, thinning its
Ah.
numbers. The 4th Division's initial attempts to stop Madara fail as he protects himself with Susanoo. With the 5th Kazekage, 3rd Tsuchikage, and one of Naruto Uzumaki's shadow clones' combined efforts, Madara is forced to activate his Rinnegan and absorb
Finally,
the
he
attack.
actually activates his
Realizing his
Rinnegan.
enemies
Oh,
were too
damn it.
dangerous for him to hold back with ninjutsu
Okay.
and taijutsu, Madara pulls down a meteorite from the atmosphere.
Jesus
With the
Christ,
Kazekage and
supernova.
Tsuchikage successfully stop
Yay!
it, Madara adds a second meteorite to his attack, both of
No.
which fall upon and devastate the 4th Division. With most of the 4th
Okay.
Division dead, Madara questions Kabuto about just how far off plan Toby
That's
has
just a cheat
gone.
move. How could he
Because Kabuto
regenerate? But
doesn't actually know much about the plan, Madara is left to check things for himself and tries to summon the Nine Tails, only to discover that it's sealed in a Jinchuriki, specifically Naruto. Despite
Kurama,
knowing the current
resist.
Naruto was a clone, he decided to delay his plans to test out his new powers, namely the wood release nativity of trees, which Naruto's clones barely countered. He then moves in
Oh,
to finish
yeah,
off the
Naruto's still
remainder of
there.
the 4th Division, but is repelled by the arrival of the 5th Hokage, the 5th Mizukage, and the 5th Raikage. The 5 Kage
Raikage,
combine forces
Mizukage,
against Madara and propel him from
Tsuchikage,
leaving the area.
Tsuchibrage.
By the time Madara returns, Naruto's shadow clone is gone and the 5 Kage remain his only opponents. They battle
Right.
for some time,
Okay,
with
that's
Madara
that's
equally
it.
investing the Kage's efforts.
Dun, dun,
When
dun,
he's
dun.
hit with the Tsuchikage's
He
dust
died.
release detachment of the primitive world technique, Madara's armor is torn away, revealing the implant of Hashirama's face on his chest. What? Madara laments Hashirama's legacy that these Kage have inherited, having been completely unimpressed by
That's
their
the
attacks,
same. That's the same
particularly
look.
those of
It's
the
genetic.
Hokage, Hashirama's
That's
granddaughter.
what
Madara
What the
then
fuck is
creates
that?
25 copies of himself and
20.
has them each activate their
Fast.
Susanoo. By nightfall, the Kage are still alive and are able to pool their efforts so successfully that he is nearly sealed.
Yay!
Finally impressed by their display, Madara responds by summoning his perfected Susanoo.
Shit.
Before he can use it to kill the Kage, his Susanoo starts to fade and Madara is engulfed
Hallelujah,
in light.
let's go.
Madara realizes that Kabuto has elsewhere
Why
released
look
him from
like a
the
Dragon
Impure
Ball
World
Z?
reincarnation and his soul is returning to the afterlife. Madara responds by performing the hand seals to rescind the Impure World reincarnation contract that Kabuto has over him, enabling him to return to his immortal body without further interference from a summoner. Now able to do whatever he likes, and bored by the Kage, Madara decides to go find Naruto and
You still have
reclaim the
those
Nine
scratches
Tails.
on your face.
The Kage, rightfully so, try to block his escape. Probably to no avail.
Yep.
After defeating 5 Kage, Madara finds and reunites with Obito while he's engaged in combat with Naruto, Killer Bee, Kakashi, and Red Guy.
That's me.
Madara notices the demonic statue
that's half
undergoing
of
a
me.
premature transformation into the Ten Tails and scolds Obito for being too hasty. After Obito returns Madara's Gunbai, Madara creates a wood dragon in an attempt to capture Naruto and Killer Bee and complete the Ten Tails. He at one point manages to restrain and drain Bee of his energy, but is overwhelmed by Guy's daytime tiger. The Ten Tails is revived before he can recover, forcing Madara to make do. He and Obito leap onto the Ten Tails' head and connect themselves to it, granting them control of its actions. Their 4 opponents put up a resistance but are no match for the Ten Tails' power. However, before the Ten Tails can finish them off, the combined allied shinobi forces arrive to join the fight, deflecting the Ten Tails' attack. The allies join forces to immobilize the Ten Tails, making it an easy target. The Ten Tails undergoes a new transformation before their attacks can connect, freeing it and letting it block the incoming attacks. Though the immediate problem is solved, Madara realizes there's another issue. The allies are being coordinated too effectively. He and Obito direct the Ten Tails to attack the distant allied HQ, something that takes several tailed beast balls due to their lack of control, which Madara attributes to Obito's failure to revive him correctly. Yeah, Obito, you failure.
Thank you.
Although the allies' quote-unquote brain is killed, the allies are given one final battle plan in the time it takes the Ten Tails to hit its target. Obito and Madara try to thin the allies' numbers before they can get into position, and when that fails, block against the oncoming attack. But the combined forces manage to break through and separate Obito and Madara from the Ten Tails. With the Ten Tails now out of their control, they must fight the alliance directly. Obito eventually disappears to the other dimension, forcing Madara to fend for himself. During Obito's absence, Madara senses that Hashirama has elsewhere been brought back to life. Excited at the prospect of fighting his rival again, Madara eagerly awaits his rival. When Hashirama eventually arrives, Hashirama sends only a wood clone to face him, being too busy restraining the Ten Tails. Yo, I love how Hashirama's like, you're not worth my time. Here's a sculpture of myself to fight against. You know how pissed Madara must have been? Oh my god. Madara decides to sit out of the fight until the real Hashirama is ready. When the wood clone persists, Madara easily defeats it. He later senses Obito's return to the battlefield and decides to make use of one of his failsafes, activating black receivers planted in Obito to force him to finally revive Madara. Obito resists and instead seals the Ten Tails into himself.
Yes, wait.
Though he's frustrated by this setback, Hashirama is no longer preoccupied, so Madara forces him into a fight. As their battle rages, Hashirama tries to convince Madara to postpone, but Madara repeatedly refuses. Nevertheless, he
Okay.
keeps track of Obito's progress and growing control of the Ten Tails' power. After Obito's defeat,
He has
Madara
white
is
hair just
restrained
like
by
Kakashi.
Hashirama's wood dragons, and
Okay,
the
just like
Alliance
me.
moves in to seal him.
But I have white and
With
blue hair,
Obito no
so
longer the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, Madara puts another failsafe into effect, Black Zetsu. Having been in contact with it since his initial reincarnation, Madara orders Black Zetsu to take control of Obito's body and use the outer path Samsara of Heavenly Life technique. Restored to life, Madara is able to make use of his modified body's full power, to which he breaks free of his restraints.
Come on,
Having
Rinnegan.
died with his real eyes
Thank
intact
you.
and removed from his body, Madara's reincarnated eyes crumble to nothing. Sasuke attempts to burn Madara with Amaterasu, while Naruto reminds Sasuke that Madara can absorb ninjutsu. Madara, however, had to discard his armor that was burned by the flames. To compensate for his blindness, he immobilizes Hashirama with black receivers and absorbs his senjutsu chakra, enhancing his sensory skills enough to perceive his enemies and their attacks without the need of sight. He is once again attacked by Sasuke, but instructs Sasuke to stay out of his way since he doesn't want to kill his own clansmen. Madara goes after the freed tail beast so that he can revive the Ten Tails once more. He attempts to take on all 9 at once, failing and losing his right arm in the process. While he regroups, a white Zetsu clone brings him one of the Rinnegan that Obito kept in storage. Madara takes this and one of the Zetsu's arms, allowing him to start round 2. He summons the demonic statue from Obito's body and uses Limbo, border jail, to repel the 9 beasts. Before they can recover, he seals all of them into the demonic statue, including those sealed in Naruto and B. While the statue undergoes its transformation into the Ten Tails again, Madara asks the Zetsu clone how Black Zetsu is faring with taking his remaining Rinnegan back from Obito. Tobirama Senju, having been reincarnated alongside Hashirama, attacks Madara immediately afterwards, but is restrained after failing to deal any damage. Sasuke also attacks Madara, but is immobilized in mid-air. Having already warned Sasuke once, Madara turns Sasuke's own sword against him and stabs him in the chest. With nobody left to oppose him, Madara seals the Ten Tails into himself once the resurrection is complete. Pleased with himself, Madara sets off to regain his other Rinnegan. Along the way, he spits out the Beni Hisago and Kohaku no Johei, both of which were used by Obito as part of his premature revival method. Madara tries to reason with Obito, reminding him of all they planned and insisting on the impending effectiveness of the Eye of the Moon plan. Rather than be convinced, Obito stabs Madara and manages to steal fragments of the One Tails and Eight Tails chakra from him before...
Hold up, how long is this video? One? I'm not even done. Well, it is what it is.
Using Kamui to escape with Naruto. Yo, this dude was just like, fuck your plan, gotcha.
Why is the energy so green?
While Madara contemplates his next move, he is confronted by Might Guy,
still has
a master of taijutsu, which is one of the only effective attacks against Madara in his new form. Guy opens all 8 gates and hits Madara with the Evening Elephant. Madara is taken by surprise and tries to defend himself, but other allied shinobi are able to reduce him to a single truth-seeking ball, leaving him wide open. Madara is thrilled at the prospect of such a challenging fight and is visibly battered but not beaten, forcing Guy to use Night Guy. Madara is nearly killed by the attack, which obliterates the entire left side of his body. Thanking Guy for giving him such an entertaining battle and acknowledging him as a worthy opponent, Madara decides to show him the ultimate respect by killing him instead of letting him succumb to his injuries. However, the truth-seeking ball that Madara launches at Guy is kicked back at him by a revived Naruto, whom Madara notes has somehow gained powers similar to his own. Naruto sends Madara crashing through the recreation of the Ten Tails in its giant tree form, a remnant of Obito's earlier battle. A voice speaks to Madara, telling him to absorb it. Madara does so and becomes stronger, but is met with a new problem. Sasuke, also healed from his injuries, has joined forces with Naruto and is also in possession of his abilities. Despite Madara's efforts, he can do nothing against them. Knowing he needs his other Rinnegan if he's to end the fight, Madara steals Kakashi's Mangekyo Sharingan and uses it to go after Obito. He stops Sakura from
I'm just fetching
Rinnegan,
my Fanta, by the way.
to which Obito responds by sending her back to the real world before Madara can kill her. However, Obito himself is too weak to fight back. To give Obito some final words, Madara first congratulates him for removing the forbidden individual curse tag he had placed on him. He also reveals his role in the death of Rin, in doing so
he
admitting that
controls
he's been
Kakashi to
manipulating
kill him.
Obito from the start.
Oh,
With that, Madara takes back his Rinnegan, returning to Obito his left Mangekyo Sharingan. Black Zetsu uses Obito's body to perform Kamui and return them to the real world. Naruto and Sasuke move to attack him as soon as Madara appears, so Madara delays them with multiple Chibaku Tensei. Madara gains proximity to the moon, awakening the Rinne Sharingan in the process, and succeeds in casting the
so
infinite
the Sharingan
Tsukiyomi.
mixed with the
Kaguya
Rinnegan?
Otsutsuki strikes. The
Too
entire
powerful.
world is trapped in a
Rinne
dream
Sharingan.
and then wrapped into Madara's god nativity of a world of trees. Sasuke is able to save Naruto, Kakashi, and Sakura from the infinite Tsukuyomi. Seeing them, Madara announces himself the world's savior, one who has saved the world from itself by replacing the hells of reality with the heavens of dreams. While he's proclaiming his victory, Black Zetsu stabs him in the back. Oh my god, yo, Black Zetsu. There's so much backstabbing in this show. Black Zetsu reveals that it is not Madara's will, but Kaguya Otsutsuki's, and that he has taken advantage of him in order to bring about her revival. Black Zetsu transfers from Obito's body to Madara's, completely covering him and forcing him to start absorbing the chakra of those trapped in the infinite Tsukuyomi. After dramatically increasing in size, Madara shrinks down until the revived Kaguya is revealed in his stead. Naruto and Sasuke eventually seal Kaguya in her own dimension, along with Black Zetsu, at which point she reverts into the Tensei's and spits out Madara. The Sage of the Six Paths summons Madara and everyone else back to the real world, but he can do nothing to save Madara from his approaching death as a result of having both the tailed beasts and demonic stature removed from his body. Madara uses his remaining time speaking to Hashirama, noting that his own dream for peace has died while Hashirama's lives on, and therefore was apparently the better of the two. Hashirama replies that they are still friends despite everything, to which Madara agrees as he dies.
Did you enjoy the video? Be sure to tell us in the comments. And make sure to subscribe. And check out these other great videos from the Amagi. If you'd like to support me, you can also subscribe to my personal channel. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Okay, guys, that was a very fun reaction I did with you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna get out, okay, but I'm gonna have to eat and watch some more YouTube videos. Get this video to 100 likes, then get me to 30 subscribers. 30 subscribers, please. I really am very glad that you guys actually helped me get to 90 or 20 subscribers, but I kinda want more, so please. My subscribe goal is 1000 subscribers, and yeah, that's all I'm just begging. So I'm gonna head out, eat my breakfast, drink my Fanta, and watch more YouTube videos on my big tablet. And subscribe if you want me to play Roblox or like any game. Just that I mustn't buy it. I don't have that much money. And besides, I live in South Africa, so rands are very rare to find for me. I only have 2,000 rand, so and this 2,000 rand I want to be using it to buy something. I had a